So let me ask you, have you ever gone, let's say, car shopping and you find something you like and you end up buying it, even though you're kind of going between this model or this model, and then you get it home, a couple months later, you're like, man, I really wish I would have gone with that other car or that other color. Or maybe it's you're planning a vacation and you take the time, you plan it out, it sounds like it's going to be great, you're all excited, you go on the trip and it turns out to kind of be a bum. It's like, man, that was a waste of time, waste of money. Sure, it was an experience, yeah, it's a vacation, but, because there's the expression that people use a lot, and I use it too, because you can change this up for whatever the situation meets or needs. But even my worst day on vacation is better than my best day at work, right? Same thing, you can use it for golf and for fishing. People use it for everything. But really what we're coming down to talking about here is buyer's remorse, basically. Regret. You wish you'd have done something different. And I think that a lot of folks planning their retirements or maybe in retirement start to go through these phases of, I'm not sure I want to do this. Am I really ready? And then they start counting all the ways and the things that they could do if they stayed at work, or the money they could put aside extra if they stayed at work. And then there's all kinds of reasons why they put it off. And that's okay. Everybody has their own personal life and their own personal reasons. And we have to acknowledge that. But the real issue, I think, comes down to nobody wants to regret the decision they make, right? With the car, with a vacation, with retirement. And I think there's a few things that are important to get set up for retirement to avoid having that buyer's remorse or retirement regrets. First thing I think you need to know is you need to have a good plan financially to know that money is not the issue, and it will not be an issue as long as you stick to this plan, this budget, and this withdrawal strategy, etc. If you know what that is, I think you're going to avoid most of the regrets that I believe most people have. Now, I know lots of people that have retired. I've talked to many people that I've worked with and for years, and not one of them really regrets it. They may have regretted a couple pieces of this, that, or the other, but not the actual decision to retire. And most of them say, I wish I'd have done it sooner. So we don't want to be that guy or gal that's sitting at work wishing they'd quit, wishing they could. But at the same time, we don't want to be the guy sitting at home wishing they'd stayed at work. So getting the money part right and having a plan is going to be key to that not being an issue for you. 2, have your activities kind of pre-planned a little bit. What are you going to do in retirement that's going to make your life fulfilling, give you joy, give you satisfaction, give you hobbies, give you things to do, things to keep busy. I think a lot of people think that every day in retirement is going to feel like a Sunday, or a Saturday. Let's use Saturday as a better example, because Sunday everybody starts thinking of, crap, I got to go back to work tomorrow. Saturday, everybody's still happy that it's the weekend and they're off work, right? Unless you're like some of us and you work weekends all the time. So it's going to feel, you think every day's going to feel like Saturday, where you're going to find something to do, and it's going to be a great weekend. You're going to spend it with your wife, your kids, your spouse, whatever the situation is going to be. And you feel pretty good about it, and you're excited, and you look forward to it. And it's really hard for the day to go bad, right? It's one day, it's not that big of a deal. Oh, it could rain. Okay, well, we'll change our plans and we'll move it to Sunday if we have to, or we'll change it to next weekend. It's supposed to be better, whatever the case might be. But when you're in retirement, that's every day, right? When you don't have a plan for every day, you need to make a plan for every day. And I think if you plan your days ahead a little bit and decide, hey, a couple days a week, for instance, I'm going to go play golf. A couple days a week, we're going to go flea marketing. A couple days a week, we're going to do this. A couple days a week, I'll work on my puzzle. Every day, I'll spend time reading my book and doing my daily walks. If you have a plan for your time, I think that your retirement's not only going to be smoother, I think it's going to be more fulfilling. And if you can plan ahead some trips, some things to get excited about, visits to see your grandkids, if that's the case, or to another country, that's even better. It gives you more to look forward to. It's not just short term. It's not just tomorrow. It's not just Saturday. It's hey, remember at Christmas, we're going to make a big trip over to wherever and spend time going to the Christmas villages in Europe, you know, because they do those big Christmas shopping market things. And that's a huge, huge deal. So maybe you want to do that one year. Well, you can plan ahead and go, this is the year we're going to do. It's going to be great. But if you don't have those things kind of lined up, that's going to be an issue. And I think really the third thing I want to bring up today anyway, just to keep this video short and sweet, is that you need to have your time allocated doing the things you love that you've always wanted to do with the people you love and always wanted to spend more time with. Don't make that a regret that you missed out on time with loved ones. So staying busy is one thing, being productive is another thing, but putting joy back in your life and having something to do besides go to work, totally different situation. Thanks for watching. Hope I see you next time.